I like helping people. That's why I was in nursing in the first place. I like working with numbers and solving problems. And that's kind of like where it started by accident.
How does a guy who originally went to school for nursing end up as CEO of a performance-based marketing company?
There's a lot of things that translate very well from nursing into running an agency, especially within advertising. At a high level, there's a lot of math and science involved in nursing, a lot of different medications that are dripping into their body at micrograms per minute. You also have to look at all of the different metrics that's going on within, and you have to make a decision within seconds here to make sure that you're titrating up or down on the right medications. And so you've got to be able to make those calls while being able to analyze things, just almost intuitively understanding the way that the metrics are all flowing together. And that's very true about advertising and marketing. The other part that translates very well is a compassion towards people and being able to connect on the human, emotional, psychological level. So in advertising, as you can imagine, there's two parts to that. One is being able to connect with the customers, that not your customers, but the customers of your customers, and being able to understand psychologically what's going to motivate them to want to take action. And that's true for how do you get somebody to quit smoking that's smoked for the last 40 years, right? You have to think about this, not just, they're not going to appeal to just simply logic. That's not how the majority of human beings work. And even just being able to gain their trust in a very quick way and to be able to help them through different things and help them feel better about where they're at and what's going on. That was an important part of this. As far as my personal journey from this, I was working per diem as a nurse at the University of Minnesota. I could just call in every night and say, hey, where do you need me tonight? And there was always a need. And so that means that I'm picking up time left and right. And I thought, how do I solve this problem for them? And the problem was scheduling. And a lot of the scheduling, because it's very fast. You had 16 patients and then you just transferred some and they're doing it on paper and pencil. And I thought, well, got to be a way to do this in software to improve that. And I ended up finding a company called When I Work, a scheduling software company run by Chad Halverson. So I talked to him and I wanted to use his API to build out the other 10% that I needed to do for the healthcare field. And we had a couple of good meetings, and then he picked up some VC funding and raised a Series A. At the time, I was running another website called sixfigurenurse.com. And so he knew that I also had a degree in marketing and that I've been building up this other stuff. And he said, why don't you come lead our marketing? Like, you obviously understand the problem of scheduling and how this works. You understand marketing. And so it was like, yeah, sure. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. And so that's how I got that initial transition into just leaving nursing into marketing. And then the rest came down from just writing about what we were doing on Entrepreneur, on Fast Company. I like helping people. That's why I was in nursing in the first place. I like working with numbers and solving problems. And that's kind of like where it started by accident.